Miles Sanders has to do a better job like he did his rookie year catching the football out of the backfield. And you've got to give Jalen Hurts some help. If you do not give Jalen Hurts some help, they will revert back to doing what they did last year by running the ball, because Hurts will have to be the centerpiece. Miles Sanders has to show us that he is healthy to play in this game and in this season. I would say to you that Miles Sanders is the most important player in that offensive huddle if you want this thing to look different than what it was a year ago. Miles Sanders has to take the heat off of Jalen Hurts. Miles Sanders has to do a better job like he did his rookie year catching the football out of the backfield. And you've got to give Jalen Hurts some help. If you do not give Jalen Hurts some help, they will revert back to doing what they did last year by running the ball, because Hurts will have to be the centerpiece. It's okay to have Jalen Hurts part of the running game. He can't be the running game. He can't. If you're trying to grow your passing game, he can't be that. The running game is supposed to help Jalen. I mean, can you imagine? Tom Brady's not asked to do that. Do you understand what you're asking Jalen Hurts to do? Tom Brady doesn't do it. Aaron Rodgers doesn't do it. The great passers in the game are not asked to be at all in any way part of the running attack with their own wheels. Not one of the elite quarterbacks is asked to run the ball. Rodgers could probably, but they don't want him doing that. They want Aaron Jones doing that. He's got to help Jalen. Understand this. You're asking Jalen Hurts to do something that maybe a handful of quarterbacks in the NFL are being asked to do. It's why they're beating up Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. Last 2 years, this guy's health has been a massive issue. Why? Because Baltimore is leaning on this guy to run it and throw it. Dude, you're wearing the guy out. His shelf life is like a dog. Seriously, it's like a dog. This guy's aging in dog years in Baltimore. You want Jalen to be a guy at the end of the day to get his $40 million bag of money? Miles Sanders has to be a factor this year. Has to be. Junie, facts. Last year, Jalen was the running game. Miles Sanders has to be the focal point of that. I'm not saying that Jalen shouldn't be involved in it, but help him out. Okay? Help him out. You just can't have a guy back there throwing slant patterns and think you're going to have a 66. Can you imagine if Tom Brady couldn't throw passes to his backs? You think Tom Brady would be 67% completion percentage if he couldn't throw to his backs? Absolutely not. Jalen was so limited last year in throwing the ball to his backs. No wonder he only had 61% completion percentage. Because the short passing game was a non-factor. Because the backs didn't help him. Gainwell, Boston, Miles Sanders, no one helped him. And you've added A.J. Brown now. Well, I don't know what that means to the passing in the short passing game. Miles Sanders is the wild card here. Everyone in that huddle knows it. Because if you ask Jalen Hurts to be the focal point running the ball and throwing it, Gardner Minshew will finish the season. That's what you're looking at. And no one wants to see that. Gardner Minshew will finish the year. So Sanders, bro, and that's probably why Howie's now out looking potentially for a running back that's out there. I would think you need more depth. That running attack has to be shared. Can't be singled out by Jalen. Okay? Can't be. Can't be, man. If Sanders gets 1,400 yards from scrimmage, even if he does, tell you what, man, you get 1,400 yards from scrimmage, that's a conversation I would want to bring him back. 1,400 yards is nothing to sniff at. Okay? It's nothing to sniff at. Kareem Hunt, they're not letting him go, Joshua, because they're going to now, the suspension has started today for Deshaun Watson, and they're going to run the ball with that offensive line. You're going to see the Eagle offense in Cleveland, in my opinion. Okay? You're going to see that offense, especially with the first half of the season, because they're not going to put the ball in the hands of Jacoby Brissett and tell him to go win ball games. So they're not letting loose any running backs that they don't think can help them get through this and weather through this. I think because they're in the AFC, they'll be out probably by week 6. But if they were in the NFC, they'd probably be still in it by week 11. And they could probably get away with it in the NFC. They're not going to be able to get away with it in the AFC. The entire AFC West might be able to make that whole entire playoff look. So, yeah, man. I mean, look, Sanders has to be a focal point. He has to be.